It's a bet you made that you wish you never won. My coworker Dave bet me $200 that I couldn't get our boss, Mr. Peterson, to smile during his weekly Monday meetings. Peterson was this stone-faced guy who never showed any emotion. We called him the robot behind his back. The man had worked at our accounting firm for 12 years, and nobody had ever seen him crack even the tiniest grin. He'd deliver bad news about layoffs with the same expression he used to announce office pizza parties. Complete blank face, monotone voice, dead eyes. Even when Janet from HR brought her therapy dog to work, Peterson just stared at it like it was a tax document. I thought it would be the easiest $200 I'd ever made. How hard could it be to make one person smile? Week 1, I went all out. I brought a dozen glazed donuts from Peterson's favorite bakery downtown. I'd spent 20 minutes interrogating his assistant about what he liked. I told my best dad jokes during the presentation about quarterly reports. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Nothing. I even wore this ridiculous tie with dancing hot dogs that my nephew gave me for Christmas, thinking maybe absurd humor would work. Peterson just stared at me like I was having some kind of mental breakdown. He asked if I needed to take a sick day and suggested I see the company counselor. Week 2, I completely switched tactics. I became the perfect employee. I stayed late every single night, volunteered for the worst assignments nobody wanted, complimented his terrible burnt coffee that everyone in the office avoided like poison. I organized his filing cabinet without being asked. I thought maybe genuine kindness would crack his shell. Peterson just nodded and said, "Adequate work," when I finished a project that took me 15 hours over the weekend. Week 3, I was getting desperate. Dave kept walking by my desk making smug faces, pretending to count his money. Other coworkers started placing side bets on whether I'd succeed. The pressure was killing me. I started researching Peterson online during my lunch breaks, trying to find some hobby or interest I could connect with. Maybe he liked sports, or cooking, or had a secret passion for model trains. That's when I found the newspaper article buried on page 6 of the local paper from 5 years ago. Car accident on Highway 9 during rush hour. An 8-year-old girl named Sarah Peterson had died when a drunk driver ran a red light at 60 mph. The article mentioned she was survived by her father, Robert Peterson, and her mother, Linda Peterson. I felt sick reading it, but I kept digging. Found the divorce papers filed 8 months after the accident. Linda Peterson had moved to California with no forwarding address. Property records showed Peterson sold their family house and moved to a tiny apartment across town. Suddenly, his behavior made perfect sense. The emotionless meetings, the robotic responses, the way he never engaged with anyone personally. The man was completely broken inside. The next Monday meeting, I had my plan ready. When Peterson asked for project updates in his usual dead voice, I casually mentioned how my sister just had a baby